Hey everybody, it's Marlon. I'm so glad you're here. As always, let's just go ahead and get into it. And I'm gonna need you just to stick with me today because today we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna ask you, we're not gonna talk about this, I'm gonna ask you to stop telling the truth about your life. All of this, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just being who I am. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100, whatever it is. Maybe just pause on that. Maybe. Now, listen, I'm not telling you to lie to yourself about what's happening in your life and how you feel. I'm not telling you to look at your bank account and it's empty and pretend that there's $1 million there and try to go spend accordingly. I'm not doing that. I'm not telling you to pretend that you feel loved when you don't or when you're lonely. I'm not telling you to gaslight yourself. I am not, once again, telling you to lie to yourself. I'm not telling you to ignore what's real to you. I'm asking you this. Why why do we give so much power to what is in front of us? For example, the phrases, I'm broke, nobody loves me, I can't find a job, I've been looking forever, can't find a job, I'm alone, nothing ever works out for me. Now, listen, maybe some of that is true, but it's true in the moment. It's true only now. It's true today. But what happens when you say it over and over and over again, you're not just describing your current circumstances anymore. You're calling more of what you don't want into your life. That's the problem and the issue. I have lived long enough and had enough life experiences that y'all know I will share everything with you all. But I know there were some things that were absolutely happening in my life. They were true at that point, but y'all, they aren't true anymore. Things changed. I changed. Things will change. You will change. And some of the things that changed for me, these things stopped because I was staring at what was, and then I decided, you know what? Let me try to make some room for some other things. This doesn't have to be this way. There are opportunities, there are possibilities. So there's a difference between being honest about where you are and building a whole house there. Okay, I just preached the whole sermon. I'm gonna say it one more time. There's a difference between being honest about where you are and building an entire foundation in a house there. Listen, you can acknowledge things and say, I don't have enough money. I don't have money right now without deciding I'm broke. You can say, I don't have the relationship I desire right now without deciding nobody loves me. You're going all the way to the deep end. You can say, I don't know how this is going to work out. I just don't even know. But you can still believe and say, but something is possible here. Something is moving. Everything is working out for my good. It always does. I don't see it right now. I know it's coming. Listen, y'all, that's not lying. That's possibility. Simply start by asking for what you want. Ask for what you want. Put it out in the universe and then do the work that aligns with that. But the work that aligns with that is not going back talking about what is. That's not the work that aligns it with that. If you want a different life, you gotta start making room for one. But here's the real work. Everything else is a little bit easy, but here's the real work. I'm gonna ask for it, but I'm gonna be happy before it even comes. I am going to ask for it, but I'm going to be happy before it comes because listen, if your peace depends on getting the money, getting the person, the relationship, the love, getting the house, getting the opportunity, then you haven't found peace. You've negotiated a hostage situation with your happiness because it's I'll be happy when. No, y'all. Ask for it. Work towards it. Believe it's possible and then surrender to the outcome. And when you surrender to the outcome, you do that because sometimes we have a way in which we think things are going to show up. It's going to show up A, B, C, D, and E. And it's going to come like this. And it's going to come on this day. But sometimes the things that we manifest show up better than we could have ever imagined. it shows up in a way that we never thought it could. I have an affirmation that I repeat often and say, hey, I am open to more good than I've ever experienced or more than I've ever imagined it. I take the control out of it. I've asked for it, and I'm just open to how it's going to come because I know it's coming. I'm not in control on how it shows up. I just know it's coming. Sometimes things don't happen on your timeline, but it doesn't mean it's not coming. It is not your job to control every outcome. Your job is to stop allowing the problem to consume so much of your vision that you can't see the possibility. So three quick things. One, change your language. Don't turn a temporary circumstance into your identity. You're not broke. You may not have enough money right now. Those are different statements. Number two, ask yourself what alignment looks like. If you say you want something different, what are you doing today to make room for it? You want more money? What are you doing to make room for it? Do you have a budget? Are you limiting your spending? Et cetera, et cetera. Align to what you want. Not wishing, not worrying, not doing, aligning. And number three, release it, y'all, surrender. Stop checking every 5 minutes to see whether life has heard your request. Put it out there. It's out there. In the meantime, this is what I want you to do. Go live. Laugh. Travel. Love somebody. Love yourself. Enjoy that coffee or martini. Sit in the sun. Be grateful for what is here while still believing that there can be more. Because maybe faith isn't pretending that the problem doesn't exist. Maybe faith is looking directly at what is and refusing to believe that that's all there ever could be. Let me say that again because it was just coming to me as I was saying it. Maybe faith isn't pretending, it's not pretending that the problem doesn't exist, but it's looking directly at what is and refusing that this is all there's going to be. Focus on the possibility, y'all. You got this. My piece is non-negotiable. So is yours. Until next time, I really hope this resonates. You got this, but stop telling the truth. Bye.